आइए मनाते हैं भारत की आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनी शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी यामिनी पुलकितयामिनी शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी कुसुमित ध्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदा वरदा सुखदा वरदा मातरं वन्दे मातरम्।
साथ तिरंगा है, ये विजय का उद्घोष है। तू ठान ले, अब जीत को अंजाम दे।
हम सब मिलकर टोक्यो जाने वाले अपने खिलाड़ियों को सपोर्ट करेंगे। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
वहां एथलीट्स दम लगाएंगे, आप यहां से हौसला बढ़ाओ। चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
Hello, Namaskar, and a very warm welcome to all the viewers in a special broadcast, #Cheer for India. We are just a day away from the biggest sporting event, Tokyo Olympics 2020, and in today's special edition of #Cheer for India, we will bring you news, views and analysis on Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony, which is different, sober, and yet echoes the emotions of many this time. First up, Union Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs Anurag Thakur has launched a campaign, Be Like an Olympian, just few hours before the launch of biggest sporting extravaganza of the world. Anurag Thakur emphasizes that we all in unison have to and we should cheer for India at the Tokyo Olympics, barring all geographical boundaries. Take a listen.
देश के युवाओं को चीयर फॉर इंडिया कैंपेन से जोड़ने के लिए और इसके साथ एक थीम को साथ में जोड़ने के लिए बहुत क्रिएटिव प्रोग्राम इन्होंने शुरू किया है। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, बी लाइक एन ओलंपियन।
The opening ceremony is just few hours away. The world is waiting for the already delayed Olympics. While the pandemic posed a tough challenge this time, the spirits are still very much high. The next report brings you all you need to know about the opening ceremony.
Sports fans across the world are eagerly awaiting the start of the Summer Olympics in Tokyo from Friday after a year-long delay due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The mega quadrennial event will kick off with a highly anticipated opening ceremony in Tokyo. However, the event to be held at the newly built National Stadium in the Japanese capital will be a scaled-down and sobering affair amid the COVID-19 pandemic. About 950 people, including officials and journalists, will watch the opening ceremony of the Olympics at the main stadium, from which spectators have been banned.
Yes, 950 people will be attending as stakeholders and athletes are allowed to participate. We're taking countermeasures. The athletes have to comply with the playbook. So, a minimum of 1 meter and possibly 2 meters of social distancing is required. And they have to wear masks all the time.
The opening ceremony of the Games will feature beautiful Japanese aesthetics. Japan had announced that the participants will be competing in empty venues so that the health risks amid the COVID-19 pandemic can be minimized.
It is very unfortunate to hold the Games under such situation of the pandemic. But the athletes have prepared for Olympics every 4 years, and I think with the Games delay for 1 year, it makes it more difficult for them. So I want to support the athletes so that they can enjoy the Games.
India is being represented by 127 athletes in the games, with the overall contingent size being 228, including officials, coaches, other support staff and alternate athletes in view of COVID-19. Few athletes and 6 officials from the Indian contingent will attend the opening ceremony at the National Stadium. 6-time world boxing champion MC Mary Kom and Manpreet Singh, the men's hockey team skipper, will be India's flag bearers at the opening ceremony. The march past will be in Japanese alphabetical order and India number is 21st in march past as conveyed to the Indian Olympic Association. India has sent its largest contingent ever to the Olympics with 127 members showcasing their talent at the showpiece event. The Indian athletes will be competing across 18 sporting events. India's public broadcaster Prasar Bharati has made elaborate arrangements to bring the live action to its viewers. DD Sports will broadcast the Tokyo Olympics live daily, while other channels of Doordarshan and All India Radio will air special programs on the mega international sporting event. Different sporting events at the Olympics will be broadcast live daily on DD Sports from 5 AM to 7 PM. Daily shows on Olympics on DD Sports include India at Tokyo at 8:30 PM, Olympics highlights at 9 PM and Olympics Start Zone at 9:30 PM. Daily shows on Olympics on DD India include special program every day at 8:30 PM and special segments in Breakfast News, Midday Prime and News Night. Daily shows on Olympics on DD News include special program from Monday to Friday at 7 PM and on Saturday at 5 PM. Besides, special segments will be aired in Breakfast News, Midday Prime and News Night. Sports Desk, DD India.
Well, Union Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs Anurag Thakur also launched a campaign called Hamara Victory Punch, which soon got viral on social media platforms. Many celebrities have enthusiastically participated in the campaign, showing their support for the Indian contingent.
अनुराग सिंह ठाकुर और मेरे साथी सांसद भारतीय खिलाड़ियों का ओलंपिक्स में मनोबल बढ़ाने के लिए हम सब लोग इकट्ठे हुए हैं और ये रहा हमारा विक्ट्री पंच।
Union Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs Anurag Thakur has encouraged everyone to cheer for Team India at the Tokyo Olympics while rolling out the campaign Hamara Victory Punch. Cheering for Team India from outside the Parliament House along with other MPs, Anurag Thakur has urged people to cheer for Team India and tag 5 friends and family members to show their support for Indian contingent at the Tokyo Olympics. Launching the campaign Hamara Victory Punch, Union Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs tweeted, Hamara Victory Punch by parliamentarians across party lines, a show of support and wishes from the Temple of Democracy for Indian Olympic team at Tokyo 2020. Have you posted your Victory Punch yet? Hashtag cheer for India and send your wishes to our amazing athletes in Tokyo. Actor Akshay Kumar also joined the campaign while cheering for Team India.
मुझे यकीन है कि हमारी ढेर सारी एनकरेजमेंट और दुआओं से हमारे खिलाड़ी टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स में हमारे देश का नाम रोशन करेंगे। मेरी टीम है आप सब अकियंस, तो अकियंस आप भी अपना वीडियो बनाइए अपनी टीम के साथ और हैशटैग cheer for India के साथ उसे सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्ट कीजिए। अपने 5 दोस्तों को टैग करना मत भूलिएगा। याद रखिए, भारत की जीत, भारत की हार, हम सबको देना है भारत का साथ।
While Kiran Rijiju, Minister of Law and Justice, also joined in.
To support and encourage our Indian players in the Tokyo Olympics, here is our victory punch.
Cheer for India! Former tennis player Leander Paes and cricketer Krunal Pandya also showed their support for the Indian contingent at Tokyo Olympics.
Hi, let's support our Indian contingent at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Cheer for India. Hamara Victory Punch.
आओ अपनी आवाज में जोश बढ़ाएं, स्टेडियम में सही कहीं से भी अपना एथलीट का हौसला बढ़ाएं। Come on India, let's cheer for India.
The Indian contingent will represent the country in the Tokyo Olympics slated to kickstart from the 23rd of July 2021. A total of 127 athletes across 18 sports disciplines from India will feature in the upcoming Tokyo Olympics, making it to the biggest ever contingent India to send in any Olympics so far. Sports Desk, DD India. And I'm joined by Mr. Ravikant Singh, sports analyst. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for joining us today in a special edition, #Cheer for India. And starting again with my first question to you, tennis star Andy Murray today said that Olympic amid the pandemic has become more relevant than ever. Your thoughts?
Well, without a doubt, this is going to be a very, very memorable Olympic Games because let's not forget the world has been in a lockdown. International travel, internal travel, everything has gone for a toss. So when people are cooped up inside their houses, watching athletes perform and world-class performances from the Olympic Games, it could not have been a better stage to bring people closer to sports.
Right, and if you talk about the players, how the players would be reacting to empty stadiums and sober opening ceremony as compared to other ones?
Well, it's very, I would say, a fortunate thing for the sports persons that they have been preparing for the last 1 year, and while that preparation has been going on, most of the competitions have been in empty stadiums. So it will not be something like a unique first timer. When the player goes into an empty stadium for the first time, it feels like a cavern. But once you get used to it, then the focus immediately shifts to the performance. And that's what we hope that the athletes, the sports persons will be able to do. Because now, over the past 12 months, we've seen so many events being held, whether it is cricket or football or whatever, being held behind closed doors. So now sports persons are more or less used to this scenario.
And despite the pandemic, the biggest event has become a reality finally. What message does it send across?
Well, it says exactly what the Olympic motto is: faster, higher, better. And we are really, the entire human race has to strive for that, because this is something unusual which has affected just about everyone alive on this planet. And every human being has been affected. So the Olympic Games, where the emphasis is on participation, that is exactly what this games, the message of the games will be. We must strive, and life has to go on and be better.
This has been a difficult period, we all know that. How the government has played an important role in making this event a reality for the Indian athletes in particular?
Well, see, I must compliment the Sports Authority of India and the Government of India Sports Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, because they have gone out of the way to arrange for foreign training for Indian participants. There have been so many sports persons training in European conditions, where they have got the best of facilities. The travel was arranged, visas were arranged, and they were given the best possible facilities that they could have asked for. And it has been a very, very proactive step by the ministry and the Sports Authority, and all the sports persons have got what they wanted.
And the Indian Olympic Association has just now announced cash awards for the medal winners as well, and that too amid the pandemic. Your thoughts on this?
Well, that's a pretty normal thing that the cash awards will be coming, and the awards will come for the good performers, especially the medal winners. No surprises about that. In fact, the state governments have already gone ahead and announced pretty big prizes. Haryana, Tamil Nadu, just to name two of the biggest announcements that have come.
And there are many sports where it's going to be a complete women's show. So can we say, like we can see, look at fencing, we can look at gymnastics, it's going to be a complete women's show. Only one women are representing the country at an international level. Can we say that the last few years have been really favorable for the women athletes?
Well, you forgot sailing, where we've got first time ever a woman sailor has qualified for the Olympics. And it's not a quota place where, you get it as the mercy of the Olympic Committee. But here's a athlete, sports person who is qualified on their merit. And that is where it's most heartening that women's sports has really come to the fore. If you look at Rio, the 2 medals were won by both women, PV Sandhu and Sakshi Malik.
Absolutely.
So that really gives a lot of hope to the Indian contingent, which has got a very, very strong representation from the women's side.
Right, and the government and the citizens have been through and through cheering for India. How does it really help the mental to keep the mental fitness in check for the players with such initiatives?
Well, see, the players are, after all, human. And when you see the entire nation backing your efforts, even if you don't win a medal, you know you have the support of the entire country. 130 million people. Now that is some kind of a support that people would be hungry for any day. And when come the Olympic Games, the entire nation is glued to their television sets or radio sets to try and catch a bit of the action. And that is where the sports person really feed off that energy that comes from here.
Right, and my last question is to you that tomorrow the Indian contingent will be there in action and archery will be played tomorrow morning 5:30 a.m. onwards. Your calculations?
Well, see, archery, it's only the qualification rounds, and just to give a bit of a perspective to that, qualification rounds basically means that all the previous performances, everything is wiped off. How you perform on that particular day decides where you are placed in the draw. So it's 64 archers in the individual events and 3 per team. So that is how they pair up, how they perform, how they are placed in the rankings, and that is how the draw is made. So now when the performances, world number 1 could have a bad day and end up having a very poor qualification round. That doesn't mean that they are out of medal contention. It means that there's more trouble for some of the people who performed better because they could run into the world number 1 very early.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for joining us in a special edition. Please keep cheering for Team India. And well, organizing world's biggest sporting event in times of pandemic is not an easy task. And uniting everyone virtually to encourage the athletes becomes all the more important. So keeping the sense of encouragement and unity in mind, the International Olympic Committee has conceptualized the opening and closing ceremony differently this time. Let's take a look and understand how. So, if we take a look at this, the Tokyo 2020 Games will be held in the midst of unprecedented pandemic. Next is that considering the geographical boundaries, the organizing committee wants everyone to experience same excitement and joy through athletes' competitive performance. If you look at the next point, the organizing committee hopes to create an experience that conveys the ability to celebrate differences, to empathize, and to live side by side with compassion for one another, and in a bid to unite everyone by emotion, sidelining all geographical boundaries. The opening ceremony will be led by the concept United by Emotion, specially carved out for the opening ceremony of Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. And if we look at the next concept, that is the overall concept for both the opening and closing ceremonies of the Paralympic and the Olympic Games, realizing fact of the matter, the organizing committee aims at bringing the world together as one through the power of sport. And next, if you look at the organizing committee, further underlines that the ceremonies should be a series of moments that give each one the strength to look forward towards the future. And next, if we move on through these games, the committee also aims to acknowledge the way the world came together to face a global threat, while recognizing, lauding and demonstrating sincere gratitude. And lastly, hence the common concept for opening and closing ceremonies will be moving forward. So this time we've got two concepts for both the ceremonies, and it really means a lot because this is more important to keep everyone connected despite their geographical boundaries. And now let's take a look at how many Indian athletes will be participating in the opening ceremony tomorrow. From 8 different disciplines, a total of 28 around athletes will be participating in the opening ceremony. If you look at the graphics over here, one player will be from hockey, 8 will be from boxing, 4 will be from table tennis, 1 will be from gymnastics and 1 will be from swimming. 4 players will be from sailing, while 1 of them will be from fencing. So here are the graphics for you. Indian contingent at the opening ceremony: 1 from hockey, 8 from boxing, 4 from table tennis, 2 from rowing. And next, if we look at and apart from this also 6 officials will also be participating in the opening ceremony, while Mary Kom and Manpreet Singh will lead the charge bearing Indian colors in the opening ceremony. Further, the march past will be held in Japanese alphabetical order and India is positioned at number 21st in the march past of the opening ceremony. A sober opening ceremony this time. And moving on 23rd of July, 5:30 a.m. onwards, Indian archery team will be in action at the opening day of Tokyo Olympics. Men's and women's individual ranking round will be underway at Umino Shima ranking field. And in the next report, we will bring you all you need to know about the only female in the archery team, which is Deepika Kumari.
For someone who practiced archery with equipment made out of bamboo, it is nothing short of astonishing to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Deepika Kumari has done just that. In June 2012, Deepika became the world #1 in women's recurve archery just 6 years after turning professional. The story of the two-time Olympian is intriguing.
मैं बहुत छोटी थी, मैं 13 साल की थी और उनको ऐसा लगा था कि मैं क्या ही कर पाऊंगी। वो इसलिए थोड़ा परेशान थे कि इतनी छोटी बच्ची को नहीं भेजेंगे और जिस सोसाइटी से हम लोग आते हैं उस सोसाइटी में लड़कियों को ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया जाता है बेसिकली।
Born on 13th of June 1994 in a family where her father was an auto rickshaw driver, Deepika Kumari's decision to take up archery was motivated by her need to ease her parents' burden. When the aspiring archer came across the Tata Archery Academy that provided free practice, food, clothes and stay, she didn't think twice before stepping in.
लोग प्रेशर भी डाल रहे थे पापा पे कि मत भेजो, बड़ी बेटी है, किसी के साथ भाग जाएगी तो क्या करोगे। तो ये सब चीज़ें थी जिसकी वजह से मेरे पापा बहुत परेशान थे और मुझे नहीं भेजना चाह रहे थे। घर में टोटल 5 लोग हैं एंड कभी 3 लोगों का पेट भरता था तो 2 लोगों का पेट नहीं भरता था। कभी सब्जी खरीदने के लिए हमारे पास पैसे होते थे तो कभी नहीं होते थे। मैं हॉस्टल में रहूँगी, सब कुछ फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिलेगा तो एटलीस्ट मेरे घर का एक बर्डन कम होगा और वो लोग अच्छे से रह पाएंगे।
There was no looking back for Deepika as she began delivering the goods at major competition. She won the gold at the Cadet World Championship in 2009. That same year, Deepika was selected for Youth World Archery Championship in USA and managed to win the top prize. Despite her tender age, Deepika had become one of the nation's main prospects for archery as the 2010 Commonwealth Games approached. And the youngster did not disappoint, winning both her individual as well as the team event, to the delight of the home crowd in Delhi. She followed that up with a bronze at the 2010 Asian Games in Guangzhou. 32 medals combined at the World Cup stages and finals, 5 World Championship medals, 6 Asian Championship medals, 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth Games and a bronze at the Asian Games. This is how Deepika Kumari's decade-long career in top-level archery looks like.
दीपिका का क्वालिटी ये है कि 10 में मारने का पूरा कॉन्फिडेंट रहता है उसका।
As can be seen from the number of medals, Deepika is undoubtedly the greatest archer to have emerged out of India. The only achievement which continues to evade an otherwise stellar career is an Olympic medal. She had to endure heartbreak in both London and Rio.
हम लोग फोकस कर रहा है कि हर शॉट में कौन सा मेंटालिटी पे वो शॉट कर रहा है।
रियो ओलंपिक हारने के बाद मैं बहुत दुखी थी बहुत सारी चीज़ें दिमाग में चल रही थी, डिप्रेशन जैसा हो गया था।
दीपिका बहुत ज्यादा धोखा है ओलंपिक मेडल के लिए, एक हिसाब से तैयारी भी कर रही है।
Conferred the Arjuna Award and the Padma Shri Awards, Deepika got support from the government and she bounced back in style, qualifying for the Tokyo Games.
देखा जाए तो गवर्नमेंट हमें सब कुछ देती है, हमारा कैंप लगाती है, हमें इक्विपमेंट देती है, वो सब चीज़ का ध्यान रखती है, हमें सप्लीमेंट देती है ताकि हम हमेशा एनर्जेटिक रहे।
She will be participating in her third Olympics and will be hoping to be third time lucky. Tapush Bhattacharya's report, DD India.
Well, Olympics is not just a game, but story of grit and determination. And that's all for now, but stay tuned to DD India as the next few hours will be etching history in the world of sports with organizing the biggest Olympic event amid the pandemic. Our Indian contingent need your thorough support, so keep cheering for Team India. Post your victory punch and tag 5 more friends to keep the momentum multiplying. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.
हम सब मिलकर टोक्यो जाने वाले अपने खिलाड़ियों को सपोर्ट करेंगे। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
वहां एथलीट्स दम लगाएंगे, आप यहां से हौसला बढ़ाओ। चीयर फॉर इंडिया।